Hello everyone, welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. At least if there is a full episode's worth of content left.
But
If not, then welcome back to where we were before. I'm pretty sure...
If she told me there was going to be so much climbing...
Yeah, we were put back just a little bit.
I was 22 weeks pregnant.
We are on the house, we got our American flag.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
I'm hoping we didn't miss Great Grandma Edie's flashback when we went through her room. What's the button? How do you do this?
They were both pretty intense.
Oh, yeah. I would never want... I would be very uncomfortable about that. They were hunters who brought the spoils of their hunt back to decorate their home.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I mean, I guess I should say that this is just my preference. I know there are a lot of people who do hunting as a hobby, and there's a whole like, it's regulated, and you know, a whole system trying to keep populations within good numbers and not go too much out of control one way or the other. And so hunting is very important and significant. I'm just saying I would not like to have the skin of a dead animal on my floor to walk on. That one's a flashback. Can we just... Is it possible to just go on without it?
Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Don't get many lights in this room. Or do we? Nope. Was Sam the soldier? Sam was one of the kids in the red-blue room, right? I think so. Kay? Kay was Sam's wife, I suppose. Airline ticket, clear skies, and clean living awaits you. Study fun facts about Baltimore while you fly by. Goblins and Ghost. Roleplay manual. Ah. Air Blazers. Throne. Returning Home. The Book of Knots. From Private to Parent. Ridgeback. Red Flag Warning. The Soldier's Quarters. The General's... General? Alright, I don't see... This looks like it... Oh no, there's a table. I was like, if it's like foil covering the wall. Where else? Where's the next spot forward? I want to check. Okay, yeah, so... It looks like we can, in fact, go forward. No. Don't force me forward. Okay. Looks like it is possible to miss this stuff.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Best picture.
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
I like how every picture that we take is one that Edith
Aw.
gets to.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Best picture ever. Wonder if there's any specific shot I'm supposed to get.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Nothing quite like being outside.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Oop. Little more gas in the tank, I guess. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa's Fen taught us how to... Good eyes, Dawn.
Oh, I didn't even see the bird. I cut him off.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of him.
What did he say? Before we take the shot, what?
Dad, I...
Oh, I see.
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
Aha.
Let me get behind you.
Uh-oh. This might be the end.
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
Oh. I don't know if I like that one.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
sick.
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Ugh. That one was
Of all
actually
these stories, that's the
in a
one I
picture.
wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh, yeah. She was right there. Or wait, no. Who's her mom? So Sam's daughter, Dawn? So is this Edith? Is Edith pregnant? All right. I wonder if I'll get to go downstairs again before the game ends. If so, I want to try Great Grandma Edie's place again. I don't think I can backtrack to it. Meal ready to eat. Was there an uncle stashed up here too? Thought it was a smoke alarm. Just a fan.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
There it is. Gregory, Dawn, Gus. I was like, who's covered up? No, no, no. It's just that's where he stores his skateboard. Sam Finch, divorce. I'm not gonna read that.
Okay. Do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Oh, what are those?
I wonder what he
Popcorn?
saw.
Ducks. What is this? Magnets on the bathtub? You have a metal bathtub?
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Oh, so it's coincidence that they all turned with me. This is cute. I'm just kind of like, I know I should be talking because I'm just enjoying and experiencing it. Is there something I'm supposed to do to advance the story, or just get to the end of the song? Gregory likes playing in the bath. Is the insinuation going to be that he was washed down the drain? Didn't the song start over? Oh.
Whatever it was he saw.
Turn on the water. The whale.
Sure made him happy.
Yay.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Little Greggy wants more water.
I wish she could have told us about the world we saw.
We're gonna have more water and more water and more water. Yay! Oh no.
About Gregory. About
Now
everything.
he's the frog. Okay, automatically going forward, I think. Nope, never mind.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I want to go down the drain.
I'm sure he's happy. But he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
As a kid, were you ever scared of slipping down the drain? I don't remember if I was. Oh, baby Gregory. That was quite an absurd one. Dawn died to give us the key, right? With sympathy, deepest sympathy.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Now what does it say? Nothing. I guess I gotta collect it first.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Gus didn't want a new dad.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
Or a new mom.
Husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Where are they? I don't see the bride and groom. Yeah, this is definitely
When the
how a
time
kite
for
works.
photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I'm having a difficult time figuring out how big this kite is. Because over by the people, it looks huge.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Ooh. We got ourselves a whirlwind here. This game is full of imagination. I mean, I thought we were supposed to go and destroy the tent. Guess not. Aha.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder. I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Ooh, that's a rough one.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Huh. So Dawn was then the new mom that Gus didn't like? Ooh, that one hit hard. Chores. Greg, be a baby. I will say my parents have always had a strong relationship, so there's nothing really to read into that, to my reaction for that. No playing outside without permission, no answering door for strangers, no messes after dark, all chores before dark, respect others.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
You have to
At
go
the
up a
time,
rock
it
wall
was
to get
as far
here?
away as she could get.
Seems not the safest. What books do we have here? Hunker Down. Documenting Danger. Fortress. Alright. Well,
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Let's save that till we've examined everything.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, nice. Do we have a chance to go back down? Or was that a one-way trip? Uh-oh. Oh no, that's right back here. Okay. Yeah, I am quite sure I missed Great-Grandma Edie's. Do we struggle in the same spot again? Yeah, it looks exactly the same. This is a really neat setup.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Yeah, for sure.
Lewis was born a year later.
Lewis, your brother? Yeah. We got to the weird part of the house.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Milton, Lewis, various herbs,
And to see kids in the house again.
or herbs, depending on where you live. Enjoying a good gardening.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Yep. We like to keep building, building, and building.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Our family history, fact or fiction. Can't look at any of them, can't play the trivia. All the names. Make the family tree. Awesome, great job. Analyze objectively, never stop learning, assume nothing, respect criticism, ask tough questions. Multiplication tables. Lewis rules. Reading is a hoot.
But it didn't last.
The family name, myth, history, the curse. Oh, this is by Edith Finch. We made this. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, variety. On the very top there would be domain. Classification of living things. Scientific method. Observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. Relief efforts end in disaster. Oh no. Maps of the world. What kind of map is that? It's not a not a what's the word? A geographical map. It's not a okay, I don't know the technical terms. It's not one with the deserts and forests. It's not one with the countries laid out. What is it? To teach and to learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Orcas Island Lutheran.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Huh. And it is shut tight.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
This is not a healthy way to deal with your kids. Sailing up their rooms. Should say dealing with your kids' demise. Or while they're alive, sealing up their rooms. That's not good either. Now we're going to see the ones we knew. Painting? Oh, that's interesting. So there's the picture of the doorknob, what's it called? Door jamb? No. Doorknob? No. The knocker. But it's missing these parts, so there must have been something over those spots when painted that peeled. We got some music now. He made an airship? Castle? Drawings? Oh man, he had such an imagination. What books we got? Mathematics 2. Something studies. Something activities for kids. The big balloon. Geography. He loved learning. He was gonna be an engineer. We'll look at that last. Okay, there's nothing else to see. I mean, there's stuff up here, but it's more concept drawings and...
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Okay, so you have to hold multiple things. Oh, nice. I played with some of these. I think I even drew one with a stick figure. A stick figure bounced a basketball, went in for a super crazy extra dunk, and landed with his head in the basket.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
So we painted a door and walked through it.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
So some of them, we don't know for sure that they're dead. So we're reading a journal, right? We're reading Edith's journal, I think. Having trouble getting up here?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
I'm not fat. I'm pregnant.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Guiding us this... What's this way? Nothing? We're not going up that way.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
What does it smell like? Is it... Oh. This is a smoking thing, isn't it? Maybe not the not the friendly kind.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Wonderland Turbo, because they can't call it an NES or SNES. This has too many buttons for the SNES. High school diploma. Giant exercise ball. Psychedelic posters. A neat drawing.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself.
Ugh.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
I don't know if this job is a healthy way to bring someone back to a healthy life.
wander.
Oh.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small.
You're seeing the
Imagining
difficulty of trying to do two different things at once. This is also the kind of thing that is easily automatable.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
This is...
But he found something more.
This is quite the artistic
I worried about
experience.
him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
I mean,
So I let him go on.
if you're doing a great job and you're entertaining yourself with
I even
thoughts at work,
encouraged him.
it's great.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made
Also,
musicians.
This job is incredibly dangerous. I wonder what the rate of severed fingers is.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
This is so neat.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
As long
He
as your
held an
imagination
election for mayor.
and keep your
And he
imagination with the imagination part.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Yeah. Yeah, when I worked at the factory, I spent the
St.
time
Louis.
by listening to the audiobook of Capital by Karl
We
Marx.
started drifting away from our reality.
Yeah, it was not a good job for me.
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the
Minneapolis.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Oh, I bet the
He heard
factory was
rumors of
happy.
her. Handsome queen.
Wait, I just made a choice. I didn't pay attention to what it was.
The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents.
I think that's a win.
He followed the sound of her
Electric sitar.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
So many fish. They're giving me more because I'm so good.
But he was so proud of having created it.
The lock is a fish.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Where'd the queen go? Now we've fully lost the job. Or maybe we're back in the job. Yep, just like put those posters on your work blocker, most definitely. Imperial Palace, Orcas Island. And a big Game Boy! The Game Boy Switch!
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember
Look
Lewis.
at that huge pile of fish. Ew. Just leaving them on the floor. This is disgusting.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
He's not doing it right. Am I supposed to walk up here? Ah. It's not a
I still
furnace
thought
or
I could
anything.
save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Molly! This has gone so absurd. People just getting lost in their fantasies and disappearing.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
What inspired this game and these ideas?
Then down his head.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think you're gonna keep that crown for long. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
The rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
I mean, a lot of these... Oh,
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
we haven't seen Dawn or Edie yet. I think we missed Edie. Oh. Oh. What? Who came up with this stuff?
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
It's like the first stuff. What was it? What even was the first stuff? It was imaginations. No, I don't want to come out here. I was just walking, looking around. A nice floodlight here. I mean, I guess the first one, was it Molly, the first one we saw? Molly was the cat? The first one we saw was an imagination. I guess they all kind of were. But that one was something else. Not many left.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Is this your room? Packing. Lots of packing peanuts. Yeah, I wouldn't want to stay in a room with all these sealed up doors either.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Yeah, a fresh start might be what you want. Happy 90th birthday.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Rolling. Up in Edith's room. Norwegian folk tales. A map? Kinda? Like, it kinda looks like floating islands. Paper mache.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, You know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Maybe I didn't miss hers. Yeah. Great grandma 2010. Same year as Lewis. Dawn 2016, okay.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Don't have open flames like this. It's a bad idea.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Entrance. Is this Edie's room? Great grandma knew the secret passages. These photo albums? Lots and lots of photo albums.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Bed in the library. Cookbooks. Wow, this game is transporting me to a place of emotion. Something that happens very, very rarely. But it's always incredible when it does.
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every
we're going
day
there.
of my life.
Oh my god.
I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh my god.
I got turned around.
You know, when we talk about stories,
For a while, I wandered.
stories doing the work of religion, this is the kind of thing they're talking about.
I started seeing things.
Don't stay down here too long. Tide's gonna come back in.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
But she definitely did survive because this is the past.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Oh.
I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Generational trauma.
The next
Oof.
morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
We're gonna get bored.
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
History never ends.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
In life, as in all things, the ending will never truly be written. Wow! Giant Sparrow for Shirley Dallas. Oh, the places, the objects, and the memories we invest in them. I spent a portion of my life believing that was just superstition, kooky talk. No. No, it is us. It's telling stories. And it's us bargaining with, contending with the world around us, and in that tension, creating a story. This was incredible. Unspeakable. It's the kind of thing where you can't communicate it. You can only tell people, go play this game. Well, to everyone who recommended it, thank you very much. The moment I heard of it and I looked it up, I was like, I knew I had to play it. It was right about when I played Outer Wild. See Johan's name in the ending credits? Is that from not skipping or something? They got childhood photos for the devs. Oh. And those childhood imaginations came with them into adulthood where they made this game. Oh, Barbara's story was crazy. Yeah, I'm quiet because that's a big-eyed baby. Because what can you say about something like this? I mean, you can say a lot. You can analyze it, you can discuss its effects, you can discuss how it was put together. You know, I think the closest we could come to respecting it would be to talk about, like, look up interviews and talk about the stories of the developers and what led them to develop this game. But yeah, anything else, it's just like, you gotta play this game. What kind of game is it? It is a story. It is the kind of story that you need to experience. I suppose you could say it's literary fiction, right? This video game is literary fiction. Perhaps absurdist literary fiction. This game should win. What was a musician won the Nobel Prize in Literature? This game should win the Nobel Prize in Literature. The end. Replay a story option is available. Alright, we've got everybody. We didn't miss Great Grandma Edie, as I'd worried. We didn't see any of the branches, Sven, Kay, and Sanjay, or Ingeborg. Alright. Alright, everyone. That was What Remains of Edith Finch. My final thoughts? Everyone should play this game. Everyone should play it or watch it. It is a story that reminds us what matters about existence. I don't know if I've got anything else about that. I could wax philosophical, but you know, that's this game. You guys felt it. You guys feel it too. That's how powerful it is, you know. You don't have to... If a story is powerful, then that's what it is. So thanks one more time to everybody who recommended I play What Remains of Edith Finch. That is my playthrough, and I will see you all in the next game. Goodbye.